This is the weekend edition. My name's D7 here at Grok Trade. This is weekend edition. Go through Sunday, July 31st, 2016. For the week, the market's in the week mixed. You can see this across the board. US dollar had a big drop, nearly 1% to the downside. Nice pop here on crude oil. Gold up, silver up, everybody up. And we're going to be taking a look at a lot of things. We look at the daily charts, weekly charts, and monthly charts. Welcome to all you new watchers, listeners from 155 countries that do participate in the viewership of our trading videos. My name's D7, and I have been doing this 18 years trading in the live markets. Long time. It's hard to believe. And have been doing trading videos since 2004. So for 12 years been doing trading videos. I was the first in the world to start doing daily trading videos. And so welcome. We have a lot to go over. First thing I want to do is make sure you do not forget to go to Grok Trade. You'll be doing yourself a huge disservice. If you have a hard time knowing what stocks to trade, we developed this several years ago. It's very popular. If you are a day trader, you want to do this. Very popular. Those two things are perfect. Nothing comes before this. We specifically designed the Trading Mentorship so you don't have to buy books, you don't have to go to a bunch of seminars. We get lifelong coaching right here for a one-time tuition price. Click this, learn more about it, and if you scroll down, you can take a course right here to learn more about it. And we have some free trading tutorials for you newbies out there. And here we are looking at the markets. I'm going to be going fast, so bear with me. The S&P 500 up, high base. High base formation is more bullish and is bearish. I'm looking for this to keep going higher. I do have long positions going at the moment. The weekly chart, I called a buy, up. Here's the problem with the weekly chart. We don't have any red candles yet, but we have what is almost appears to be a tweezer type top. This could be a reversal pattern. We could have a big red week next week. However, we need to keep going higher because the high base on the daily is set up perfectly to keep going higher. But I'm seeing a stall formation on the weekly chart, which trumps the daily. If you look here at the monthly chart on the S&P, boom, making record highs, blasting through these highs that we made back here in the mid part. As a year ago, we made these highs. Now we blasted through those highs. And that's looking very strong on a monthly chart, but the volume is very low. I mean, this is low volume for the month. Look here at the diamonds. The diamonds, this is the daily chart on the diamonds. Up, a bull pullback. I'm expecting this to go higher. Nice setup on the daily to keep going higher. If you look at the weekly, it looks much different. I actually put a sell signal here for the weekly. So this is over that candlestick right there because we have a lower high, lower low after an extended run to the upside. The diamonds are looking very weak to me. So remember, weekly trumps daily. If you look here at the monthly though, this trumps weekly and daily. We made all-time record highs here. And when we blasted through, where's my, I don't even see that thing. On this candlestick, I should have had one there. Whoops. I'm using Trading View. You can look up D7, D, and then spell out 7, S-E-V-E-N. You can follow me on tradingview.com. It's a free service. I do the paid one, the big package, because it gives me a lot of goodies. Love it. And certainly not in bed with these guys. They don't even know that I'm actually talking about them at this moment. I just love their service. I used to pay $200 a month for my charting service. I certainly don't do that anymore. I was with eSignal, for those that wondered. I paid $200 a month for eSignal. Don't need them when I have Trading View. Anyway, love eSignal, love the guys there. Unfortunately, they weren't willing to work with me on price, on saying, hey, I'm promoting you. You should be giving this to me free. Anyway, I need to keep going here on technical analysis. The diamonds here, all-time high. Resistance. We broke resistance. This was last month, and that would always be a buy signal. I'm not sure why I didn't have that there, but it's popped up higher here. Good chance of continuation. But the weekly, remember, the weekly looks bad. I'm going to go to the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq daily looks bad to me. So the Nasdaq up, but we hit this area of resistance, and we have a doji. So I think that we have good downside opportunity. I don't have a sell signal yet, but that comes across to this high. See this high here? And this high brings you back December 2015. Come across. That's right where we're at. We got a doji. We're actually above it by a smidgen. You can always look at this chart in my videos in full screen, and make sure you click on high definition. And when you do that, you'll see this in great clarity. We do not, it's just excellence on how we produce our videos here. But this looks very toppy, like it's ready to head lower. If you look at the weekly chart is in trouble too. Look at this. We drop, follow my cursor here, drop, support, up, hit resistance, down, hit resistance, up, hit, or support here, and then hit resistance. So you can see this. This line goes back. This thing gets tagged here, gets tagged here. You can see my date pop up there, so if you want to pause the video. Here, we break it there, and then boom, hit it here, and then we're right there again, so I'm expecting this to go lower. I think that this has a good chance of going lower, and we have resistance coming across. Look at this, 2 areas of resistance. That's where we pause. The weekly chart here on the Nasdaq is in dire trouble. I'm expecting the markets to drop here on the techs. That'd be interesting. But however, the S&P 500 so far for second quarter, 71% of all S&P 500 companies who have reported already, 71% have beat earnings. So that's pretty positive going into the future. If you look at the monthly chart on the Nasdaq, boom, big pop. I'm not ready to put a buy here yet. I should. It busted this high. I really should put a buy there, but I'm just see this high coming across these highs. We just haven't breached that yet, so I'm not comfortable doing that, saying on a monthly a buy. So I'm going to leave that off. And I want to look at small caps. Small caps sometimes will lead the markets, guys. And here's the daily chart on the small caps. We go up, we down, pop up, and we just churn higher. You see how we're churning higher here? This looks like it's ready to roll over, like it's done with its run to the upside. And I'm going to draw a line coming across here. So that, what I did was I went from this swing high to those highs to that pop. So it'd be interesting to see if we can get over that. It's just a rolling over is what we're seeing here. Again, that's the daily chart. If you look at the weekly chart, we have a buy signal here a few weeks ago, but up, and it just looks a little extended to me. The candlesticks are getting smaller, like we're starting to pause here. We did break this high over here, but nonetheless, we're still white candlesticks or green, depending on what your chart is. Here's the monthly chart. Monthly chart, we did this pop, boom, up, and then boom, through it, getting through a lot of resistance right here. So it's looking very strong here on the monthly and on the weekly. But the daily just looks bad to me on the small caps. The banks, let's look at the banks. Banks are very important to me. If you look at the bank's daily, we have this big symmetric triangle. We hit support. We go up here to resistance, but we're staying at resistance. See, this is building what's called a big bullish pennant right here. And this has a great chance of breaking out to the upside. We do have some levels here, and you can pause the video, write these down. Levels there that we have to get through. So it has to chew through those areas of resistance. And if it can do that, markets get really, really bullish if we can do a nice pop. Now, let's see if we can get anything from the weekly. The weekly, we come up here, we pull back, and we rally higher. So we have resistance, resistance. We pop the resistance, and we're staying above resistance right now. That is telling me that if we can stay above resistance, we could actually rally up yet again on a weekly chart. And that would be pretty strong for the markets if the weekly charts on the banks go bullish. The monthly, let's see what we can see here. The month we had this rising wedge. We broke down, which was expected. We rise up, hit our head at resistance, then we started to drop, and I called it a sell. I'm going to keep my sell on that because we still have a lower high, but we do have a higher low. So we're doing a little stagger step above the 20-month moving average. That's that blue line coming across here. So the question is this going to rally up higher going into next month? It absolutely could. And if it does give us a higher high here, I might put a buy signal on a monthly chart on the bank. That would be huge if we were to get that. And financials, this is the financial ETF. Financial ETF, up, high base, looks just like the S&P 500. I'm expecting this to break out to the upside. Boom! So the daily looks really bullish to me on the financials. And if you look here at the weekly, I had a sell signal here, premature, because I said we were at resistance, just expected to drop. Now we haven't done that. We popped up over this area now. Now that we popped up over it, I'm going to add a buy on that one because we are up over this area of resistance at this moment. So that's looking pretty solid to me. And I don't know, what is this? This is the weekly chart. Last week I just didn't get it put on there. We didn't look at it, I don't believe, but I'm definitely doing it here. We did cross that. And if you look at the monthly chart, let's see what that will show us here. See this? I called early that this thing was before the month was over at resistance. So that's a sell signal, but the month wasn't over yet. Month now is solidified. It's stagnant. No longer dynamic. There's no way that's a sell now. That has to be a buy on this one. And I need to learn not to add signals until we get a close of a candlestick. But right there, we did an about face back higher, closing above this trend line. So that's important to me. Now we have this swing high. See this hump, this swing high come across? That's going to be resistance, and that's something to pay attention to. All right, the U.S. dollar did something shocking. This thing, I said U.S. dollar here when it popped, buy, up. We do this beautiful bullish pennant. When it popped up, it said that's bullish, buy. And then we did this bull pullback. I was ready for this to rally higher. Forget this red candlestick. This doji, I thought this thing was going to rally higher, and I would have put another buy signal there. However, it did not. It comes crashing down, a huge drop on Friday. And so that is a sell signal on the U.S. dollar. If you look here at the weekly chart, it doesn't surprise me. I put a big sell signal here, but we got this big triangle. We're at resistance, and we're starting to drop. And the monthly chart, U.S. dollar could be in a lot of trouble. Rising wedge. We started to rally here. Do you see this? I had a buy, bought. We should have rallied higher here, but we cannot get off of support. This is telling me that this is ready to drop lower. This U.S. dollar could come crashing down. If so, I'm going to put a sell signal there on the monthly chart, and that is big news. Be watching for U.S. dollar. Let's go to crude oil. This is the monthly chart on crude oil. Have a sell signal. We up for the month. There's my sell signal. We are dropping on crude oil. Let's look at the weekly chart. I think the weekly chart here is ready to go higher though. We went higher. Now we've been pulling back for the last few weeks. Last month or so has been tough for the U.S. market, but or the crude oil. And I think that this thing is a little bull pullback. It's ready to head higher. The weekly looks like it could get bullish, but I'm afraid that the monthly chart, now that it's in a down leg, this is going to continue down lower. That's why I don't have a buy signal here. All I have is a speculation, technically speaking, that this looks like it's going to go higher. If you look at the daily chart had a inverse head and shoulders, or I'm sorry, just a head and shoulders reversal pattern. We drop. Now we have this little gap down run up. It looks like it's ready to pop. Like this could be a short-term bounce here, expecting that. Gold. A lot of you guys are waiting for this. Gold. Daily chart on the gold, I had a buy a few days ago, and it continues higher. We're in an uptrend. We just need a rally and keep going higher. If you look at the weekly chart on gold, I added a weekly buy. This is a bull pullback, bouncing off the 50-week moving average, pop, expecting more upside potential here. So, wait, gold. Let's keep on that. Monthly chart, I had a buy way back here, and we continued to go higher, getting a little extended, but looking good. Silver, this is the monthly chart. I call it a buy back here on the breakout several months ago, and it continues to be that. It's just up and away on a monthly chart. The weekly chart has a little pull back and then a pop, closing above the 50-week moving average. Last time we did that was back here in 2013 that we were above it. That's a big move here. So nice solid move on the weekly chart. And then if you look at the daily on silver, daily is still in a rising wedge, which is not good, but I've been calling buys here, buys, and we're starting to go higher, but we're coming into a resistance area, something to watch out for. I need to show you something on the VIX. The VIX is at support. We're at support. We touched this. The VIX now is at major support, and I expect the fear to go higher. If we're just looking at this chart by itself, good chance for a bounce in fear in the markets. And let me see if there's another thing I want to show you. Oh, I want to show you on the index, the VIX index. If you look here at the VIX index, the daily chart, we're at major support, guys. I'm expecting this thing to bounce back up. If you look at the weekly chart on fear, support, see all this support, we're right at that support. If you look here at the monthly chart, look at all this major support. We're right there at it. I think we're in a key area for the fear to go crazy going into the near future, and that will play havoc on the markets. Very bearish if that happens. So we have a ton of bullish and bearish opportunities and we're at the cusp of that right now. Some incredible times, and we have to be watching these charts very closely. You need to know how to navigate these waters and know when to be bullish, when to be bearish. Best way to do that is at Grok Trade. We'll help you pick stocks here. You can day trade with us here, but there's nothing more important than this. This is what helped me become a full-time trader. It was the single best thing I ever did for my life. That's why I created a company. That's why we're number one on Google for trading videos, and we're way up there, like top 3 or 2 for trading education. It's all because of this part. Save your money on the books, save your money on everything else. But if you like our videos, you like my technical analysis, like it. Catch you later.